political rhetoric's all about choice and empowerment for parents, teachers and children, a rejuvenated educational landscape with increased diversity and better results. Yet in spite of the fact that the 24 free schools which opened in 2011 took up 2.6% of the Department of Education's capital budget, they actually only represent about 0.1% of the schools in the UK, which are all still strapped for cash, and there are loud complaints that this initiative is also at the expense of their pupil base. With suitable buildings hard to come by and finances carefully regulated, the resulting bottleneck means that many schools either can't open yet or have to start in temporary premises. So is Mr Gove losing interest in free schools when it comes to stumping up the cash? And if so, which ones should get the lolly? Zen schools might help everyone to be a bit more relaxed. Then again, skeptic schools might help us get at the truth, even if they are a bit aggressive. Creationist schools. Oh, but hang on, a new condition of funding states that
nothing should be taught as science that doesn't conform to current scientific understanding. Oh, but if you don't teach it as science, that's okay.
But what's this?
How can Mr Gove think of funding Steiner education when a Steiner school has just claimed to the director of a human rights tribunal that Steiner education needs to be able to discriminate against children?
We therefore treat all families equally in seeking to discriminate. Well, maybe you can't tar a whole movement with the behaviour of one school. But in this case, the person in question, who expelled 3 children rather than dealing with the bullying that was taking place in the school, is also a top man in the National Federation and has the full support of all the other Steiner schools in New Zealand. But once they're publicly funded, won't that make them more accountable? Well, not if New Zealand's example is anything to go by, because most Steiner schools there have been state-funded for decades. So this is an example of how powerful they've become. But that's just in New Zealand. What's that got to do with the UK? Well, Michael Gove's already given Steiner schools special dispensation to inspect themselves. How long will it be before they have their own protected path to university, as they now do in New Zealand, called, would you believe it, General Certificate of Steiner Education, GCSEs.
So does Mr Gove think this is the right time to ask British taxpayers to shell out for an education system that feels so special that it even wants to trump human rights?